Oh, Corey's got us live.
Bless him.
Thank you, Corey. And let's see. I'll take this down.
Yeah, I was truly kidding. He's one of the most hardworking people I know besides Peter, Jan,
Oh my God,
and
yes.
Rhonda, and me. No doubt.
So is he at the end of the line?
No, he's like second after me.
Besides, and then you said everybody else's name like he's last. Just trying to get the pecking order here.
I think you're trying to get me in trouble, is what I think. He knows.
I don't know, with the Chat GPT and Bard coming out, you might be able to get the AI to do the work for you.
Oh, yes.
And you don't have to do anything.
Only going to use that to our advantage, aren't we?
Oops.
Well, who's running this show? Dawn?
Naya.
Naya.
Naya's going to run it.
All right, take it
Most
away.
folks don't know Naya.
That's true.
That is very true. Are we starting?
We are. Please tell us
Okay.
about yourself.
Okay, perfect. I was like, I don't know if we're still just giggling. Hi. Hey, you guys. My name is Naya Marquez. If you do not know me, I am 20 years old. I'm from Dallas, Texas. So I don't know if any of y'all from Texas here around. It doesn't matter if you're from Houston. It still counts. We're still Texas. So basically something about me is I've been singing since I was 8 years old. I've been doing it for a very long time. Me and my parents have put a lot of focus and thought into my career, and they've always gave me the choice on, experiencing everything like as a kid, whether it was being like a competitive cheerleader, doing dance, doing acting, and I've always pushed more towards like singing, acting, modeling. I mean, I picked it over going to Disney World. I had a choice to either do some acting stuff or go to Disney World at 9 years old, and I chose to do my acting, music, and singing because that's what I liked and that's what I had a passion for. So that's how it really all started, is just kind of figuring out what I like, and that's what I drove to more, and that's what I've kept doing since I've gotten older. I haven't pushed away from it. I've always still like it and will forever love it. So that's a little bit about me. I started music when I was 8, and I also did some things. If y'all know Selena, I know a lot of y'all on here know who I am, that I see faces of. I don't know who I don't see. They know I did work with Selena. She's a Tejano singer. Not work with Selena, sorry. Her brother basically worked with her. I mean, we have the same birthday, so like we're somewhat inclined together. So that's why I said as her, because basically in a way, I don't know, I feel like I've always had some connection with her. I mean, what a coincidence, I'm part Hispanic. Like, come on now, we're same birthday, Hispanic. I met with her brother. It's super awesome. It just all fits in together. So I did that when I was 15 years old. It was super exciting. I got to go to Corpus and create a album when I was 15, and AB wrote his first English album with me being a young girl, because after Selena passed away, they were actually working on it, and then when she passed away, it all came to an end. She never really got to finish that English album, so it was super exciting. I got to take that new step with him and get to do the English album with him as being 15. I also did a song with Tiffany, which AB actually got me the connection to do that with. Tiffany, she's an 80s pop singer. If you know the song, I Think We're Alone Now, we did a music video together. I recreated it. We got in the studio together. It was super fun. It's so crazy because AB and her actually saw each other at a bar, and he was just like, "Hey, I'm working with this 15-year-old girl. You trying to redo this 80s song, I Think We're Alone Now?" And she's like, "Sick, cool, let's do it." So that was super fun and exciting to get to do, and which I didn't really know who she was at the time until my parents were like freaking out in the car because they knew who she was. I mean, I was 15. I didn't know everything, like I didn't know who she was. But then now that I've gotten older, I realized how great and awesome and how much of an impact she had on people during that time. And stuff like that. And so now my next step is I just went to New York in September, and I have a great vocal coach. He works with a label company, and we're actually trying to work with the label company and get things pushing. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm supposed to be going back out there in March to actually get connected.
Hold on one sec, Naya. I'm gonna share this here real quick.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, I forgot to share my sound. Hold on. This'll.
There it is. There's the music video.
Children behave. That's what they say when we're together. And watch how you play. They don't understand, and so we're running just as fast as we can, holding on to one another's hand, trying to get away into the night. And then you put your arms around me and we tumble to the ground. And then you say, I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound.
So I know all you people that are in your 50s were grabbing your hairbrushes, you know, and into it like you remember doing in the mirror. So don't don't fear. Dawn was doing it too, and so was Sharona. All right, go ahead, Naya.
Yeah, so that was the music video. You can watch that on YouTube. If you do look up my name, Naya Marquez, on there, you can find those music videos that I did do. Even someone I did when I was like 9, 8 years old, like really, really young. There's some on there as well of that, because I've been doing it for so long. But yes, we are actually going back out to New York in March, which is super exciting. So that's why we're trying to get all this stuff done and do the best we can before we get out there, and make sure we have everything right and together and we're not stressing. I've been stressed so many times. So I'm learning to do things in advance. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like it has to be in order or it's just going to stress me out. And I want to be the best that I can be when I go out there, definitely for this opportunity, because I have been waiting so long. Everybody that I know that's been helping me thrive and work, we've all been waiting for so long for something great like this to happen. So I'm just like, everything has to be perfect. Nothing's going to be 100% perfect, but I want it to be the best that it can be, and have the right mindset and have everything in order, so I'm not.
Oh, she left. That was it. Mic drop. No, just kidding.
She might have lost her internet connection. Give her.
Yeah, she'll be back. I was going to say, Peter, you said people in their 50s. I was going to say, well, at least someone in their 40s was doing it, because I was.
Yeah, 40s too. Yeah, late 40s there, mid maybe. Right. Very popular song at the time, right? So one of the neat things about Naya is her positive music that she's done. I can actually, while we're waiting for her to come back, let me share my screen again, and let's this is one of
amazing.
Let's go back.
Like Janet Jackson, amazing.
Yeah, we've been working with her for a long time, guys. She is truly amazing.
This one's on bullying.
Really talented. Oh, she's back.
Dark times, they never last forever, but I find it hard to let go. Fear might come around, do its best to drag me down, but dark times, they never last forever. All I know
Naya's talking. Naya, you're muted. You're back.
That's definitely one of my favorite songs from her.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Now we got you. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Technical difficulties.
No
Like
worries.
I was actually saying, I was like, computers aren't always reliable. They just shut off on me out of nowhere mid sentence. And then I heard y'all say tic tac. I don't know what y'all said, but it made me laugh. You're like, she's on tic tac. But back to what I was saying. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
That's why I'm actually super excited to get these NFT together with everybody. And thank you so much for letting me come on and talk about my story and a little background about myself and everything that me and my family have gone through, and to get myself together to get this career going and getting it to the Grammy. So that's why this is super important. I mean, all of y'all know I've been trying for a very long time and I'm not going to stop. I mean, why try this long and then just give up? That makes no freaking sense. So like, there's no point. There's no point to just give up. So I've always been super, I mean, even times get real rough. Like, I mean, I can't even, like, in September when I had left for New York, I mean, I was so stressed out the whole time I was there. The whole time, and I worked my butt off and I did what I had to do. I mean, I cried every single day out in New York, like, because I was going through something that I can't fully talk about. It's a little personal, but like, I worked my butt off every single day, did what I need to do, get what I need to get done, and now I'm able to actually come back. So it all paid off at the end of the day, but I was really struggling when I was out there. So that's just little things that people don't ever know that what you're doing. I mean, my dad recorded me, but he was like, we need to record these moments when you have a movie. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I was like, not me crying. I'm like, not me crying. He's like, no, these are good because people need to see how hard it is to do this stuff. And blood, he said blood, sweat, tears, and something. I don't know exactly how he said it whenever it happened, but I was just like, yes, it's true. You do cry and all these things. That's why it's so great, because you get all these blessings like with the NFTs. So it's super exciting. So thank you guys so much for letting me come on today and letting me tell y'all about my story. If y'all want, I'm gonna give y'all a little vocal, a little singing. I'm gonna sing one of my I'm gonna sing. Can y'all see me? Okay, I'm gonna sing one of my songs that is already out on actually iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, on YouTube. It's one of my recent ones that I put out a year ago. It's called Self Love by Me. All right. I feel so broken, like I'm dying inside. I can't focus about what we did the other night. I thought you loved me, but I guess that was just a lie. It's so hard to let go and look like everything is alright. You could have told me that you didn't want me, but now I'm lonely and it's okay to be free. I'm trying to find me, trying to love myself. It's okay to be overwhelmed, but I know it's time to think about myself. And that's as far as it gets, so yeah. No, I think I lost myself. Don't need no one else singing for myself. No more putting you over me, because that's true, baby. I'm not putting nothing over me. I'm gonna keep grinding. I'm gonna keep shining. That's why I make that type of music, because it gets people out of that funk. It gets people out of that sadness. It gets them thinking about something positive and that they're better about themselves. And just so you guys know, I've actually been sick. So I'm gonna let y'all know that. But I'm telling y'all, like, no matter what, like, I'm gonna work really hard for what I want. Sometimes you just gotta do it, you know? I mean, I'm better now. I've been better. I've been sick all week, but I'm better now for sure. So I'm happy we did it this time. I'm like, this gave me a little time to woo, but I'm still a little congested, just a little bit. But thank you guys so much. That was so fun. I hope y'all enjoyed my little talk and got to know me if you didn't know me yet. And thank you guys so much. And I hope I get to see y'all's faces one day.
All right. So Naya, can you explain to them what you want to do? Can you explain to them what about the project?
About the NFT?
Yes.
So basically with the NFT, it's actually going to help me go back out to New York. And that's why because when we go back out there, when we go to the label company, it's going to be great to show them also as well, because with getting this NFT, you're actually going to be getting exclusive stuff with buying it, like exclusive singles and stuff like that. And which would be great to show within my thing that I'm getting plays before the song's even out, because they're going to be pre-buyed already. And so it shows better on me to get better with the deal. So
and tell them that Corey has the information.
and also Corey has some of the information as well. But yeah, that's basically what the NFT. It's going to help me go back out to New York and do what I have to do, because we're actually doing a whole performance. We're having dancers, we're having everything, we're having the choreography, which actually was super great, because we're going to have to be doing some practice performances before we go there, because I'm telling you, like, this thing has to be perfect. I gotta look like I'm the baddest girl out here, like I'm the one that's gonna get you this. You have to have that kind of mentality when you are performing, to show like that you are confident and that you can do it. So that's why it's super great to have the NFT, so it can show better to the label that we're actually going to, so they can see like, hey, she has plays, she has people ready to get this new album out, this new song out, like she's ready to go. It shows good as well. And also for you, you get that good stuff. You get to hear the music first before it even goes out. The new stuff. I haven't showed any of my new stuff. So it's actually going to be new stuff that I've made that's not out and not heard of. So you get all of that stuff first before it even goes out with actually having the NFT. So you get a bunch of exclusive things with having it as well.
Excellent.
I want to be backstage with the green M&Ms and everything.
No, like, oh my gosh, no, you get to choose your personal M&M. You get to get your own whatever color you want. It could be purple, it could be green, it could be rainbow. I don't care. Anything you want.
Wow.
So, guys, one of the cool things about where we're headed to with NFTs, with crypto, with the whole thing is the idea that individual artists, individual movie producers, individual, all types of things can utilize NFTs to help them do what normally you have to go to, wealthy people and sell off your career in order to make it happen, while benefiting, the community, the people that help out, right? And so by purchasing NFTs, so that's what we're putting in front of the community right now, is a chance to develop and help Naya put together an NFT series. The price range will probably be in the $89 to $100, somewhere in there. We haven't nailed that down yet. Per NFT, it'll have exclusives like exclusive to the music, exclusive groups, all kinds of different perks. And of course, there'll be some limited ones that'll do some backstage stuff at events and different types of
exclusive
things.
lives while out in New York with the company as well. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I wanted to put that in.
No, that's perfect. Yeah, if you want to go through some of the other perks, that'd be perfect, Naya. Some of the other things they'll get, some of the limited edition stuff. That'd be great.
So yeah, exactly. So you'll get exclusive like lives and stuff. So while we're actually out in New York and doing the practices, like mid-live, like it's happening right now, like in this moment, like you're gonna get stuff like that. You possibly also as well get to see like the performance and like what goes on, like me performing. You might not see the actual people from the label, but you will see me performing for them, like a whole performance. You're gonna see the day of. I might talk to you and just be like, look, I'm so nervous right now. I can't even tell you how nervous I was the last time. I mean, I was by myself waiting to go in and everyone was waiting for me. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like I was sweating so bad because it's just so nerve wracking. But you get to see the breakdown of all that. And not a lot of people get to see things like that and see how the artist really is before that time. They just see them, oh, they're in their pretty makeup. Oh, they're in like their pretty hairstyle, their pretty clothes. Oh, like they're good, like they're fine. Like, no. I almost threw up right there, right where you're standing. I could have threw up on your life. Like I could have threw up in your face. Like I'm like that type of person. I'm very like, very, very nerve wracking and very, very nervous. Like, and I say whatever comes out of my mouth. That's what I say. Cause I'm just a very honest person and I like people to know the real me and who I really am. So you also get an insight of everything like that. We'll also do probably some lives of us doing my voice lesson. You could be sitting there just watching me warm up, maybe do some warm ups yourself as well, and we do it together. So it's fun things like that.
That's awesome. So guys, we will get out the perks and all that stuff. So what we're going to do is we have our voting platform set up to take a vote on whether to help Naya with the NFT, put it out there. By voting yes, doesn't mean that you have to buy it, but if you're going to support it, that'd be a good thing to be able to do. So we're going to go ahead and that vote will be live. Is it live now, Dawn?
It is live right now for 24 hours.
It is live for 24 hours for people to go in and vote and say, yes, we want to help and support Naya. I don't know the exact total yet on the number of NFTs. It'll be probably below 1,000 NFTs total. You'll get some exclusive type access to some music early. You'll get, there'll be some very limited edition perks and stuff like that. I think the coolest thing about this, guys, is, I think we all probably have that band that we say we started to listen to sooner than anybody else, right? Mine's Dire Straits, right? They were a garage band I started listening to them. They might have had a few thousand fans, right? And then they blew up and, my MTV, and they became one of the biggest bands in the world. But I don't have any proof of that, right? It's just me saying it, right? Mm-hmm. In this case with NFTs, being that because it's on the chain, you can see that I purchased my NFT. I've held on to it. It proves that when Naya was just getting started, that I was there. I was actually a fan at that point. So there's never been a time really in history where you could do that and have the world go, wow, this person who owns this wallet was involved in the very early stages of the development and making stuff happen. And guys, the music industry is a tough gig, right? Just like acting, just like so many other ones. And, I know myself, I'm the only way I'm ever going to, make it in music is in the, on what do you call it? Spotify, paying my monthly membership and listening to music, right? I'm never going to be the next, Elvis Presley. However, by supporting, I can support people like Naya and have, live through them and be that part of excitement. I always think about, as we support several artists in what they're doing. And the neat part is when they get up there to win that Grammy or, whatever it may be, depending on whether it's singing and acting or any of that type of stuff, I'd love to be able to sit there and go, I helped that person get there. And I think that's part of one of the joys of life, right? Mm-hmm. Is not just making money, but also being able to say, yeah, I helped that person get there. And I think when we think back in life, that's probably the greatest pleasure that most of us get. I was recently, my daughter got married and we were able to pay for the wedding and, just to have her see her day and her special day and go through that side of things, right? So it's the stuff that we do for other people and we watch them have success and we watch them go through it that really brings a lot of joy to life. And so that's our opportunity that we have here. By supporting the NFT, Naya goes out there, knocks it out of the park. Who knows, a year from now, 2 years from now, the Grammys are coming on, and instead of skipping it like I did this year, because I didn't know anybody that was in it, right? I'm tuning into that Grammys. Why? Naya has been nominated for an award at that one, and I had something to do with a part of that, right? And it's not, hey, I listened to her music. I actually did something that supported her to make it happen. And again, Naya kind of hit on this before. She's not going to quit. There are so many people, right? There are tens of thousands of baristas out there that were wannabe actors, singers, so many people that just give up because the road is so hard and it's very tough to get there. Naya has not given up. And as she said tonight, she's not going to. So I believe it's a worthy cause to support her, help her, and see if that, if this is the trip that finally makes it all happen and it goes from there. And if it is, yay. If it's not, I know Naya will be doing it again, but she'll figure out some other way to kind of get through it. Also, too, guys, her parents have been such a great support to her. They don't ever give up. They've sacrificed a lot to make this happen and be a part of this. So it's a great family to support. Naya is extremely talented. You can go watch her videos online, subscribe to her YouTube channel. It is TikTok, and she does have some viral videos on TikTok. So you can go check that out on TikTok.
Yes.
Naya, what's your highest viewed video on TikTok that you have?
Actually 1.2 million.
1.2 million. So she's got some traction there on TikTok. So, right now it's like, she's right on the edge. She just needs that little bit of, I won't say push off the edge, but that boost up the mountain of success to get to the top and get there. And so again, the platform is there, guys. You can go vote yes or no. It's up to you. And that will determine, once we get the vote in, we'll announce it next week, and then we'll come up with the whole program. We'll have it, if it's yes, we'll have it drawn up, and then you guys will see, the cost of the NFTs. Naya, can you give us an idea of kind of the artwork that will be associated with, the NFTs?
Yeah.
So yes, the artwork actually is so cool. It's actually avatars that I liked that I made, avatars of me, but they're different kind of ones, and they all have their own different personality, kind of like you saw Corey's on his thing. It's not exactly like Corey's, but it's the avatar, it's like a different kind of avatar. So I have 3 ones that I chose that I really like, and they show 3 different kind of personalities of me. I'm sorry, not 3, 5. My bad. I'm sorry, 5 of them, but that's still a lot. That's 5 avatar pictures that I had to send. That was a lot of them. But it's 5 ones that I liked the most. I had like 10, and I chose the ones that I liked and what made more of me, and they're super cool and different. I didn't want it to fully look like me, like I needed to be unique in its own way, just like how it's only certain people are going to get this, then only certain people get this certain picture as well. So
and guys, this will be launched on the Polygon chain. So just so you know, it will be launched on Polygon. Marty asked that question. I missed what coin will be used. It will be on the Polygon chain. So the vote is out there. Any last thing you'd like to say, Naya?
Thank you guys so much, and I hope I see you guys again, and I hope that all click yes. I hope yes is y'all's answer, and if not, it's totally okay. I'm still gonna keep grinding, working, do what I gotta do to get done, and y'all are still my family, and I love every single one of you. Thank y'all for the support. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait for the next step to come.
All right, here's some more self-love from Naya.
I feel so broken, like I'm dying inside. I can't focus about what we did the other night. I thought you loved me, but I guess it was just a lie. It's so hard to let go and act like everything is alright. You could have told me that you didn't want me, baby, but now I'm lonely and it's okay to be free. I'm trying to find me, trying to love myself. It's okay to be overwhelmed, but I know it's time to think about myself. That's as far as it gets, oh yeah. I think I lost myself. Don't need no one else. Singing for myself.
All right. So we can open up for some questions, guys, if anybody has any questions.
Can I show real quick the site and walk through it because I'm getting some
Absolutely can.
questions.
You absolutely can.
Let me just clear some things up. Okay, so when you first get to vote.TruBadger.io, can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, okay, thank you.
Sorry.
No, that's great, thank you. So there is a lock here. That means the site is secure. So I know different browsers may show you different things and you may have little pop-up messages, but you just go ahead and click through those. It's totally fine. It is a secure site. Otherwise it wouldn't have a lock. Okay, I just want to point that out. The first thing you need to do when you get here is you need to connect your wallet, because these votes are weighted with your TruBadger tokens, right? So you've got to connect your wallet so we can see what's going on and weight your vote. So you're just going to click connect wallet and you have options here. I do use MetaMask on desktop. So it shows me my MetaMask right here. If you don't see a particular wallet, definitely clear your cache, or if you're going through Trust, that is a strictly mobile wallet. So you need to go through your wallet browser there within Trust. Even on MetaMask mobile, you need to go through the browser in your wallet to connect to these sites, okay? So I will click MetaMask and I'll have to sign in. So give me just a second to do that. And then I can show you how to vote. It's really quick and simple. Sorry. Fat fingered. Okay. So once my wallet is connected, it will take a second to load here. It's Zoom. Zoom loves.
Zoom always is so.
Zoom's amazing. You gotta love Zoom. This is in Ethereum, guys. So it's just a small, Ethereum thing. When I, vote and do anything, sometimes you may need to sign your wallet, whatever, but this is based on Ethereum, just so you know. You shouldn't have to pay anything, right? It's basically going to check, no fees. It's basically going to check your wallet for TruBadger. It's going to make sure that you own TruBadger. So please do use a wallet that you have previously purchased TruBadger with. It is a TruBadger voting platform. Okay, so that's very important. Also, if you have your TruBadger like I do in my safe, it does look at the safe. But when you opened your safe and you transferred your TruBadger to your safe, you had to do it from an originating wallet. So it does know that connection, right? So use your original TruBadger wallet, wherever you purchase them, wherever you put them in your safe, and you'll be good. Basically, you're going to click on the Naya particular proposal here. It's the top one. It's the only one that's active right now. So you'll just click on it and you just vote. Click yes, vote. You are going to confirm it. And you will just need to sign in your wallet. There's no fees, but you will need to sign the authorization through your wallet. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and scroll down, sign that, and good to go. You can share it. I recommend sharing it.
Yes, share on your Instagram or Facebook or Twitter.
Twitter is connected, but yes, you can absolutely copy the link. Vote.TruBadger.io. You can put that on all your social media, and then you can share right here directly in the platform. So there you go. That's all there is to it. Super fast. We should see all the votes like soon. It's so
In
quick.
24 hours.
Within 24 hours. Yes, absolutely.
That's
You're
fun.
welcome, Marty. No worries.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Any other questions for anybody that they want me to answer? I'm trying to see the Q&A. Oh, answer. No. I don't see. Do y'all see any questions? I can't see them on my side.
I'm not looking at the Q&A. Are there any questions, guys?
Not a
Every-
question. Not
Perfect.
anything on YouTube, Sharona? I know she's kind of watching YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing on YouTube. Very good.
Perfect.
That means you did an amazing presentation because there's no question.
That's perfect. I guess I gave everybody what they wanted to hear. They heard everything perfect. Perfect. That's perfect. Well, thank you guys again. I will see y'all in 24 hours. And we'll know then in 20, well, I'll see you at 9:38 p.m. tomorrow.
Excellent.
Oh, we'll know.
You can do one of those Tic Tacs.
Yeah. I can do a tic-tac.
And Naya, you can go to voting.TruBadger.io anytime. You'll be able to see a clear view of the votes coming in. Everybody can see it, right?
Perfect.
So
Me
go there
checking it
anytime.
in 5 minutes.
That's right, every 5 minutes.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much. I'm so happy I could tell y'all everything and everyone was good and understand the assignment. Everyone knew what I was doing. They weren't confused. That's always good. You know, we don't want anybody confused. We want it to run across and they understand like what they're voting for, what's going on, and what's happening. So that's perfect. Thank you
Absolutely.
guys.
All
Thank
right,
you
thank
so
you,
much.
Naya.
We're excited.
Me too. Bye.
Bye, guys.
All
Is
right,
that
Dawn.
it, Peter? Do we
Do you
have
have any
anything else?
updates? Do you have any updates, Dawn?
Great minds think alike. No, not at this time. We are just working in the background on some amazing things. We're very excited about a project that we're putting together. I'm not going to spill any beans or drop any bombs. It's not time yet. But it's a very exciting thing that's going to help all of us. And we're looking forward to developing this soon. Blockchain Alliance is doing extremely well. They are working, bringing people to it. They're doing meetings, I believe, twice a day. I'm not sure if it's every day, but they're doing a lot of meetings and presentations and exciting people and sharing everything. And people are using the platform. We encourage you guys to get in the platform if you want to build. Right now, it's a whisper campaign. So it's for those leaders and builders that really want to bring a community in together. So if that's you, please, by all means, join the whisper campaign. Stay tuned though, because packages will be opening up very soon. So even if you're not a builder and you just want to be a customer or participate in Blockchain Alliance for the training and all the perks and everything, everybody will have an opportunity to do that as well. So that's coming really soon, and we're very excited about that.
Excellent, excellent. Also, too, guys, one of the pieces of software that Blockchain Alliance will help drive, which of course will help drive the token value, is Insights, right? So Insights is one of the offerings. So as they started Blockchain Alliance, we let Josh know that we had some crypto trading software, decentralized and a centralized version of it. And he was excited to look at it and see it. And with the performance that it's been getting in the beta testing right now, they were excited to have it be their auto trading software. So there'll be the education side, the auto trading, and then there'll also be the Forex stuff. So, as of course, Blockchain Alliance goes to 10, 50,000, 100,000, million people, whatever, a lot of those people, it's not everybody won't have to, it'll be totally their choice to select that product, but that will be a product that'll be offered through there. And we believe it'll bring tens of thousands of holders, as well as people trading and using insights, because there'll be a value to, if you're an insights trader, to hold insights token. So we believe that that'll be a boom there for insights and helping drive that value on that side of it. Also, TruBadger happens to hold quite a few insights tokens, right? So another benefit there of being a holder of that. And of course, a lot of you guys are holders in insights as well. So that's a good thing that, more people using the software generates more revenue for the project, allowing it to continue to expand and grow, staff up and do more cool stuff. So that's how all this stuff is tied together in it. Next part I want to cover, guys, is the metaverse. So, of course, we all know Meta tried some stuff. It didn't work out really well. They spent $10 billion and it actually wreaked a little havoc on the company, and they had to back away. But last month in January, the metaverse tokens that are outperformed both Bitcoin and Ethereum on the marketplace, because there was just an article that came out that showed the next few years of the growth in the metaverse. And it is definitely happening. This coming Thursday, our team is going to do a walkthrough, and then that is leading towards getting closer and closer to open beta. So if you've purchased one of the packages, one of the 1-year membership or 2 or 3-year memberships, we're probably, I would say, probably towards the middle or the end of April, you'll actually be able to access that and start using it. If you bought the business packages, shortly after that, you'll be able to implement those and build one of the first businesses in what I believe will be the premier metaverse on this planet, right? There'll be others, right? But there'll be one that will be the major metaverse that everybody is attracted to and that comes to. And there's a couple reasons why. One is the knowledge of the team that's behind it, that has been doing this for 18 years. They didn't wake up 2 years ago and go, oh, metaverse, let's see what that's all about. They helped develop and build the foundation of what metaverse is today. 2, the technology that's being put together and enhanced. That comes to the first native browser to a metaverse, to technology on video sharing, technology on lifelike avatars, technology that happens to be patent protected. And matter of fact, Brian just a short time ago got 7 more patents issued in that space for moving forward. Well over 40 plus patents. Most of those are essential for being able to run a massive metaverse, right? Which means that in order for people to run theirs, they'll have to utilize or license the technology that's by Otherverse. And the best way to do that will be to build on metaverse, right? On Otherverse, right? So part of the reason for filing the patents and putting all that together is to say, hey, oh, you want to use our patented technology? Just build on Otherverse and you can use that patented technology, no problem, right? If they don't, then they'll have to pay a royalty, right, in it. And guess what? There's only one native token that'll be available for Otherverse, and those companies will have to purchase those tokens and pay their royalties in that native token in order to do it, creating the utility side on top of the people that are in the metaverse, right? I want to go to a concert. I'm going to use my Otherverse token in order to go to that concert. I'm going to buy a digital asset. I'm going to use that Otherverse token to buy that asset, creating an economy, a utility for the token and driving that out there. So we're extremely excited about it. TruBadger has reserved for it a substantial amount of Otherverse tokens. a little over 9 million tokens that belongs to the TruBadger community, the project itself. So we're excited to get that out there. And if you look again, just go look at what Decentraland has been doing lately, and continuing to grow there. Of course, we continue to enhance our relationship with Muon. They're moving forward to, they're setting us up on a testnet server, so a node for that. And then when they go mainnet, you'll have to, anyone who has the test will go into mainnet, which means we'll be able to earn tokens for processing transactions, for helping secure the network. So that is something that they've granted us, is the server. So we'll be one of their node holders in there. So that's exciting, right? Because as more and more transactions happen on that network, we'll be able to help process those, and we'll be able to collect fees for being able to do that. So even though we've been in this bear market, it looks like a little run up here, which has been great for the run up. Whether it keeps running or goes down in the other direction, we'll continue to build relationships and continue to build assets that will continue to enhance us moving things forward and heading in the right direction. So, we've got some stuff that we just won't share with you. It's really that simple, because it's stuff that's too early in the stages of where we're at with it. And as we develop the technology, it'll be the same way, guys. We're developing the technology in the background. Once the technology is developed and we're very close to launching it, we'll do the same thing we just did with NIA. We'll have a vote, and the community will vote to bring it on board and run with it. We'll give you the whole plan when we do it. You'll vote yes or no. If you vote no, majority of the community, then we won't do that project and we won't bring it forward. All projects moving forward that get accepted by the TruBadger system will be approved by the token holders. So, so if there's ever anything that that you don't like, you can vote no. If you like it, you can vote yes, and we'll continue to move things forward in that way. That's the beauty of a DAO, is being able to help guide the direction of it. When Don pulled it up, we have 145 wallets registered, guys, out of thousands of wallets, right? So we need to get more community members. It doesn't cost any money to vote, right? It's free. It's actually a responsibility. If you hold TruBadger tokens, you should be voting. And the reason why is because you get a say so in the direction it's heading in. Your opinion matters. It counts, as long as you go and vote. So, we should have 600 to 1,000 people at least registered to vote on the platform. So we need to get that number up. 145 is not a very good number for people that are registered to vote. And I know, I have a few wallets registered. I know Don has a few wallets registered, and the rest of the team all have a few wallets registered that we own. So it's less than really 145 people. It might be 60, 70, 80 people that are registered. We need to get those numbers up and move things forward from there. Community, remember, guys, community has a lot of benefits to it, but it also has responsibility, right? It's the more responsible and the more active that a community is, then the more value you can create. Sitting on the sidelines in a community is not necessarily the thing to be, right? To do. You want to be participating. You want to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. So let's see, D-Rock, the Safufied situation that happened this past summer, the theft hacking situation. Any news on that, or is the conclusion that nothing can be done? Yeah, nothing can be done about it, guys. They used a site to, so basically when they set up the wallet, so basically the only way you can catch a hacker is from the base wallet that they do a hack from. Okay. Jan, what's that? Remind me the name of the site that left me.
I don't actually recall personally at the moment, but it's a
Don?
Bitcoin or crypto mixer.
Tornado Cash. Thank you, Drew.
Thank
Tornado
you.
Cash. So when they set up the wallet, they used Tornado Cash to wash and put the tokens that they used in that wallet. Okay. So since they use Tornado Cash, you can't see whose wallet it is. a lot of the hackers that have been caught ended up using a wallet that they got through like a Binance or some of the other things that are there. But since they use Tornado Cash to put the money in the account, we can't see where that funds came from, because what Tornado Cash does is when you deposit in, it mixes your crypto with everybody else's and then redistributes it back out. So you can't see the transaction going, even though you see transactions going in, you'll see 1,000 transactions. It mixes them all up and then sends it out to all of them. So it could be any of those 1,000 people if you went and tracked back all of those transactions back through there. And so this is, decentralized. It's part of the issue that's there. And so what we've done, though, is to make up for that is the devs for doing the work on Otherverse, we're getting tokens. They were supposed to get X amount of tokens for doing it. They and us put 2 million Otherverse tokens in the SAFU-fied. So when the tokens are issued, it will have 2 million tokens. At some point, those tokens will be sold and replace the liquidity that was missing. So there's actually behind SAFU-fied, there's an asset that's there that will be used at some time. It also owns some Muon tokens, and it'll build some other assets along the way. It'll be able to sell off those assets at some point and then replace that liquidity and put it back where it's at. We're working on a project right now that will be built, some technology, some software that we believe will revolutionize the crypto industry. We'll see when we get it all built and all done. It'll be coming out in the 3rd or 4th quarter of this year, right? Probably closer to the 4th quarter. But again, you guys will get to vote on it and say, yes, we want to do that, or no, you're an idiot, Peter. Get that out of here. We don't want to do that. Either one, you'll get to vote and do that. So we're working on that. It will be it'll generate revenue, basically, right? It'll be a product, a service that will be sold in the crypto space that we believe will bring an absolute ton of value to the marketplace, and hopefully someday produce billions of dollars in revenue on a yearly basis. And that, I think, between that and the assets that we're building behind SAFU-fied will more than make up for the hack and be there. I can say that when Otherverse token gets to $1, there'll be nearly 4.5 times what we got hacked, that liquidity, and those will be sold off, and then they can replace. If Otherverse goes to $10 a token, it'll be 50 times as much that'll be replaced there. And remember, that's from the team, some of our tokens that we were getting, and the devs who did the smart contract gave up some of their tokens in order to make it right and put that together. So, and we're hoping that Otherverse token comes out maybe, March, April, or no, I'm sorry, not March, but April or May of this year. And that'll kind of get it underway. So, Tornado Cash, I know that. So one of the good things is, guys, and I want to take that back. Someday, there was a hack actually that happened where I believe it was a few $100 million in Bitcoin was stolen, and then the project went bankrupt. And then when it was in bankruptcy, they were able to get access to the records. They were able to track back the people who stole it, and they were able to arrest them and recover those funds. Okay. So we have the wallets, all the wallets listed that the funds went from and into Tornado Cash. So we do have those. So if anything like that happened, we would then be able to pursue and see if that can be recovered. But in the meantime, we'll make it up. And at some point, it'll be, kind of that, well, it happened, but, I guess, the market cap shows that it didn't, it had an effect over time, for a short period of time. But ultimately, in the end, we were able to still build technology that was innovative enough to generate enough revenue, and we were able to get enough assets behind the project in other tokens and other projects that more than made up for that. So that's where we're at right now on it.
2 things I want to add. You said some really important, beautiful, valuable things right there. Thank you for all of that. But I really want you guys to understand, it wasn't your tokens that were hacked, right? all of your guys' tokens that you had purchased, that were in your safes, that were in your wallets, those were all safe and secure, right? The only thing that was hacked was our staking rewards contract. So we had built up Sapphire tokens to reward, right, for staking. That's what was hacked, that contract. So yes, we lost those tokens as a company. We couldn't pay those rewards, right, because those tokens were gone, but that's what we're making up. So that will be made up. I have full confidence in that. We're not going to stress about that. It's going to be fantastic. So that will come to play, you know, when those tokens are able to be sold and we can recoup, right? But it wasn't anybody's wallet.
Yeah, replace the liquidity, right? So we did
Right.
lose some liquidity on it. But
Yeah.
here, I'll share my 12 seed words.
There you go. There you go.
All right, let me write that
Perfect.
down.
Quick.
So if you need those, it's out there. I use the Sapphire, so you can have my seed words because
That's right. You can have mine.
can't get in
They're in my
seed.
safe. I don't care. You can have
All
mine.
right.
Excellent. Another thing you said was about the Muon token, right? And we get a node, and that's amazing, guys. I know you probably don't understand that, but it is an amazing gift that they're allowing us to be part of that. So that's really good. But I wanted to update you that the Muon token, everybody's been asking about that and where is it and when is the thing launching and that kind of thing. We've been keeping up with Muon and touching base with them every week and trying to find out what's going on. And we did find out that it is on testnet. So that means the token is really close to launching live on mainnet. They're doing some tests, of course, why it's on testnet. So it's very, very close. So we will certainly keep you updated when we know that, but it's a lot closer than it has been. And we're very, very excited about that launch. That's all I got.
All right.
Awesome.
Any other questions, guys?
I just wanted to say, if you believe, like I do, in the future of Sapphire, this looks like a really nice opportunity because you're getting the opportunity to pick up the same amount of tokens, maybe that you have already, for a very deeply discounted price. So I definitely am looking into acquiring more myself. That's all I'll say.
Fantastic.
I think again, guys, we've said this before. The key is who's behind the project? Are still things still being done on it? Are people still working on it? That's really, you know, the whole gist of things, you know. Blockchain is here to stay. It has proven itself. It is, you know, I believe I've mentioned it before with the Luna hack. And then the companies that took down, 3 Arrows. I mean, the list goes on and on. Then you had FTX, which then took down even more companies. If you look at the volume, the percentage of the overall market value, the market cap of crypto, if those same things would have happened in the stock market or in many other markets that were out there, it would have had a tremendous effect on those markets, taking them down dramatically. But I'm not glad that they happened, right? I wish they never happened, right? Because way too many people lost money and it harmed way too many individual people. But the one silver lining to it is it shows that that there's strength, that there's viability behind it in the marketplace and moving forward. And so that's just a key, that is just a key way to see, what's that viability. It's kind of like a boxer, you get in the ring and they got their hands up and the first, other boxer lands that first punch, like a really good punch, and they stay on their feet, right? It shows that they've got that, they don't have a glass jaw, and they're going to fall on the first punch. And so, crypto was hit with a right and then a freaking left. And then, somebody kneed it in the face and got hit 5 or 6 more times, right? Every time one of these things happened, especially the ones that were in the $40-50 billion range, but it just keeps standing up. It doesn't even fall on the mat, right? It might go down on one knee, but it stands up and it shows that it's here to stay. I think the internet did the same thing, right? You had the crash, the bubble burst, and everybody was fleeing, and everybody was, as a matter of fact, you can go find articles that said, the internet's done, the internet's over with, right? That was so far from the truth. But what happened is when it crashed down and nobody was paying attention to it, some people said, wait a minute, we're going to continue to push forward. Amazon, eBay, I mean, just so many companies just kept moving forward. There were people that said, oh my God, look at all these people giving up all these great names, this.com and this.com. And so they built little algorithms that would go snag those names as people gave them up. And some of those people sold those portfolios down the road for hundreds of millions of dollars, for tens of millions of dollars, because they understood one thing. Just because the exuberance of people, right, going overboard and getting over carried away, that went away, but the underlying technology did not. And I think a lot of people will like try to put this stuff towards like Beanie Babies or the tulip craze. Those are when the underlying value of a tulip was the same when it started and when it ended, right? The underlying value of a Beanie Baby was the same when it started and when it ended. The reason why things like the internet and this technology are different is because where it was when the boom started is not where it is today. The underlying value continued to increase, grow, and develop, right? And that's the reason why it was able to keep creating value, because it creates more value in the marketplace. That's what crypto is going to do. That's what NFTs are going to do. That's what decentralized finance is going to continue to do. All of these different aspects of it, right? If you go down the line, file sharing, right? So underutilized resources, being able to be safely be utilized and being able to help people acquire money. We just looked at a project yesterday, which we're going through some stuff. I got to find out some details. But they've created a mechanism to where you can build a network of tens of thousands of people and get paid when they're doing stuff in Web 3.0, right? One of our visions when we first started this was to look for mechanisms like this, where simply by doing something and sharing it, you can get a 1/1000th of a penny, or 1/100th or 1/500th of a penny, right? And take that and utilize that and have that build up. And eventually you've got a lot of money coming from here. I don't know, maybe a lot of you guys do too. I use Brave, right? I don't get a lot of money because I don't watch that many ads, but 6, 7, 8 BAT a month. And right now, BAT's not that valuable. But I see it as it with Brave continuing to grow and continue to add people. They've got their wallet out. They've got a competitor of Zoom. They've got all these technologies and all this stuff that they're building in the background on the privacy side. So could BAT someday have 1 billion users, 2 billion users, 3 billion users? Well, the answer could be yes, right? They've already up in the 50 million plus range, right? On that side of it. So they have an underlying token, right? It's the BAT token, right? Basic attention token, right? It's about keeping people's attention. And so you can use those for tips, and you get those for watching ads, a penny's worth here and a penny's worth here. And they just accumulate. So I have an Uphold wallet. The only thing it's there for is to hold my BAT. And I just go every month. This month I think I got 6 or 7 BAT, right? Is it ever going to buy me a Ferrari? No, right? However, if BAT goes to $10, that means for using a browser this month, I got paid $60 or $70, right? And I keep doing it every single month. And now I have hundreds of BAT in this wallet, right? Because I've been doing it now for over a year. I have over 100 BAT in there, and it'll continue to grow. And guess what? Next year, I maybe have 200 or 300. The following year, more and more and more. And as that project moves forward, I'm also too, as Brave is blocking ads. I'm not getting nearly as many ads. I don't get tracked down like a hound for visiting and going to a site and looking up seed words. And then every time I turn around, I'm getting marketed seed words, right? Buying Dawn, like somebody selling Dawn seed words, and I go, hey, would you like to buy Dawn seed words? just because I looked up 12 seed words, right? So again, guys, this is the participatory economy. It's another thing 7 years ago we started talking about, which is the participatory economy. As AI gets developed and built out, and now look, ChatGPT just opened up the eyes. And if you guys haven't had a chance yet, go check out ChatGPT. You can put in, what is, sharing economy? What is community as commerce? And it'll pop up a definition that's just beautiful. Matter of fact, you can go and ask it how to use Zoom, right? Or how to do something on Zoom, or how to do something here. And it will give you a step-by-step instructions, right? And now Google said, ChatGPT's out there. Microsoft invested $10 billion in it, right? So now Google's coming out with Bard, right? B-A-R-D. And they're going to launch their thing. Why is that important to us? Well, because guess what? There are people right now that have great jobs that are getting paid $80, $90, $100, $200,000 a year. Guess what? ChatGPT is going to replace them for $20 a month. I'm not going to have that job anymore. They're going to have to find new jobs. And as this continues to develop and continues to move on, guess what? The participatory economy is going to be one of our greatest, biggest assets will be ourselves, our sharing, our network that we build, our social media that'll eventually be built through decentralized networks. We will be the product, and how we monetize that will make a difference on us being able to continue to earn and continue to move forward. So this is all stuff that's taking place and it's moving in that direction. No need to be scared about it. There should be some people that should be scared. And those are the people that are going to keep their head in the sand and they're going to go, I don't want to be involved in that crypto. I don't want to be involved in that metaverse. I don't want to be involved in that NFTs. I don't want anything to do with that. I heard my friend got some tokens stolen from their wallet. Those are the people that need to be concerned. But for people that are on here that are listening to this, you guys understand decentralization, you understand crypto, you understand NFTs, you understand the metaverse, you are going to be able to prosper in the time when a lot of other people won't be able to, because they're going to sit on the sidelines and they're going to wait until after it happens. So, and it's happened all throughout history, guys, right? There were people who made horse and buggies, right? And they said, I'm never going to, I hate cars and I'm staying in the horse and buggy business, right? There were people who just said, hey, I'm only going to do records, right? We're just going to keep producing records when the CDs came out and as it progressed along. So there's always been people that have been left behind. The great thing about this is more of us can participate than ever before. And that's why it's such a big opportunity. This is not a bigger opportunity for the sense of just, so it will be bigger than the internet. But if it was just the internet, then it would have produced more Elon Musks, more Jeff Bezos, more Peter Thiels, right? More super, super wealthy people. The reason why decentralization, the reason why crypto, the reason why this is different is instead of making a very small group of people extremely wealthy, this will make a very large group of people wealthier. Does that make sense to everybody? Small group, extremely wealthy, $200 billion, right? $300 billion, $180 billion. That's what the technology has done that was implemented before. This will allow for a Marty Rocks to possibly become a millionaire, right? Not a billionaire, maybe not a 10 billion or 100 billionaire, but a millionaire. And a Jan and so on, and Drew and Philip, right? This will allow, because we can participate in this. Sharona has the opportunity to participate where she was not able to participate before in the way that we are able to now. And that's the big difference right there, right? But again, if you have your head in the sand, you're just going to benefit. There's going to be people that will just go in the metaverse and they'll just use crypto and they'll use NFTs and they'll never get wealthy off of it because they'll buy the coins when they're up higher and they'll go up a little bit each year and they'll use them to spend. It's the people that get in now when it's below 1 billion people involved in the world, when it's small percentages of people that are actually involved with it that will become wealthy and have that potential to be able to do that. But again, you have to have discipline in the space, right? There'll be a lot of people that are in right now that will be no better off in 5 or 10 years. Why? Because they'll chase shit coins. They'll get in and out of them. They'll never hold. They'll sell when it's a down market. They'll buy when it's an up market. And they'll end up with disaster because they'll never learn the discipline of a project matters by who's behind it, who's driving it, what's the utility, and it runs on the regular fundamentals of revenue in, revenue out, right? These same things that have helped build the greatest companies in the world will be the same thing that will affect the projects down the road. And the one thing they won't learn is that community is commerce. And you cannot just think about yourself when you're part of a community. You have to look at the overall side of things, right? And helping develop and move things along. So I thank you guys for being the kind of people that stick it out, that are sticking with us and staying with us, continuing to allow us to develop and build and work on these projects, and being holders in TruBadger, NSI, and SafuFi. That's it for me. Good night, everybody.
That was awesome,
right.
Peter.
Yes, very awesome.